Okay, I tried to initiate this video before, but I got cut off. Let's see how long we last. Can you see this painting in the background? It's by my friend, who's of the Aranda people, and she's a sister girl. Her name is Rosalina, or Rosa Curtis. She's very talented. She gave that as a gift to me. So I wanted to read some poems from a recent submission, and we'll see if they kind of take flight. They're poems that I wrote about 30 years ago, and they represent a time in my life where I was trying to write about experiences that were very difficult, of course, but also delve into trauma and CSA, but they're not explicit. They're more about trying to find a language for memory and for experiences. So if it's not your cup of tea or your time right now, if you need to take some time out, that's completely fine. But within Australian poetry, it's quite unusual for such experiences of family life to be grappled with. And I'm not just talking recounted, I mean actually, I guess, transmuted into poetry. So I'm going to try to read from the screen, if it lets me. Let's see how far this lasts, because the last video cut out. I think that's an issue of my laptop's memory. Family pictures. In each one you're smiling that vague half smile. Only the eyes show the real absence, glazed over and soulless, as if while you pose before various backdrops of beach, backyard, hill, somehow, by some Dybbuk, you are spirited away. Off with the pixies, they said, and one of them. Each photo in the family album, a note in that song of theirs played over again like music, on and on. How happy you look. See, on your 10th birthday with all your friends, riding a horse, how peaceful. You can see it in that smile. Such a good child. Good child, who never breathed a word, never breathed freely. In these photos, other things become visible once you know how to look. A buried history, a whole universe of the unaddressed. So the next poem is called Rites of Silence. Rites of Silence. 1. Maze I live in, my past, province of the stopped heart, the sacred heart, valves shut tight like lips, doors closed on doors, a prisoner of his house, guarded by hate's twin sentinels, his eyes. 2. Keeper of keys, of souls, banging against objects, your will, like molecules in glass, collapsed space I can't get through. 3. Prayers held at bedside, the clack-clack of rosary and the concomitant ritual, part of your belief, held breath, lost words, the rites of silence. 4. For children there is no God, just demons, the many forms he comes in, at the window, the lamp, the foot of the bed, always in that house, unhallowed ground. 5. Look in the mirror, now while it is still happening, the one eye that does not flicker, the sole witness. He's taking you apart, he's forcing you on a journey you will not remember except as absence, gaps, missing time. Alright, so the third poem represents calling on a natural being, the being of nature, its presence, to cut through the obfuscations. It's called Owl. So it's somewhat of an invocation. Owl. Night, you're there like an oracle among trees, Ill, the owl, half bird, half cat, stuff of legend and fact. How is it in this dark, past the periphery of sight, you see stray wanderings of lizard or mouse? Owl, owl, give me your eyes, eyes that clear fell of forest seclusions, memories underworld, piercing and watchful. Next poem. All that summer. All that summer at Rolly Pool, staring into the cool waters of those smooth granite rocks, observing the life beneath, the moss, the boatmen, like aquatic fleas, the tadpoles, flexing their tails. Slimy ephemera. All that summer, bucket in hand, I'd scoop what I could, evasive and sleek as eels, a recent spawning, without my efforts at preservation, plankton for the filmy hunger of fish. Every cell had a scheme written like fine print, but in weeks the pool would draw back to its rusty elementals, twigs and pebbles sticking out like teeth from a dead clay mouth. Back home, behind the veranda screen and replenished by bore water from next door's main, they seemed safe under my custodianship, unfolding like clockwork from spermatozoa-shaped frog. But it didn't work out like that. Instead, evolutionary glitches like the missing link, somehow formed, emerging of two different worlds, liquid for either element. Now the final one. Laws of perpetual motion. Moving, we're always moving, caught in the dust clouds of bad intentions, the debts of a life insurance salesman who can't even manage his own. There is always another town, another road, a new name to settle on for a while like safety. Then it's off again, into the cool of the night, with suitcases like badly made sandwiches, hushed like guilt, off to some new suburb, unfamiliar as the playground games we never learn. There is never enough time. There is never enough money. We're on the run. We're fugitives. After phone calls, my father's expression falls flat, like a magic trick exposed. And I know it's time to go. I always know. I've been on this roller coaster too many times and the centrifugal force has got to me. In the hubbub of packing and taping, of arms and voices lifting and straining, I sit for a moment, a still point. My mother picks me up before I can even breathe, like a dropped stitch, and delivers me over to him, willing accomplice in all these escapes. My father's grip is like molten lava that sets in all the chill places. Though we are leaving again, he never wants me to leave him. He would keep me forever in his hands, like that old rifle with its awful potential he polishes behind the makeshift bar at every house, subject to his laws of perpetual motion. He makes me promise strange things, I don't know why. If I ever get locked up, you won't desert me, will you, my father the mobster? Or when I'm old, you'll look after me? His need is as strong and sticky as molasses, and just as dark. Even now, beyond his reach, I'm still subject to that force, as the sea is pulled by the moon in perpetual motion, lost, wandering like the Flying Dutchman between coasts, unable to find which way is home. Thank you, and I'm sorry about the drill sound, but there's always renovations going on in this block of flats.